Hey y'all, get ready for Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Sit back, relax, grab you something to drink because we're getting ready to dive right in with conversations for the grown and sexy. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Y'all, I'm so excited about tonight's show. It is going to be phenomenal. I'm just so excited about our guest tonight. We are going to be talking about products. We're going to be talking about how to reclaim your peace. And so many of you in this time and in this season, you have been struggling with your peace. You have been struggling with just being been feeling anxious and not feeling like you've been overwhelmed. But tonight, y'all, that's all we're going to be talking about is reclaiming your peace. Hello, Monica. Thank you for joining in. Y'all, make sure that y'all share and like this show tonight because it's gonna be fire. We got some surprises for you. So you need to make sure that you are live and in living color. Well, y'all, tonight's show is just it's something that we really need to think about because being in this last month of the year, especially with this year being so turbulent, so trying, so everything, we have got to pay close attention to what is going on. And we have to learn to do what? Reclaim our peace. And for most of you that know, y'all, we got a scripture that goes with this. It's going to be Philippians 4:6-7. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. Now that is key. You cannot be anxious, guys. It just tells you straight up, don't be anxious. Don't get excited because the things aren't looking like you think they ought to look like. The stuff is not happening the way that you expect it to happen. But you have got to know within your heart of hearts that you will make it, you will succeed, you will win. Because in this season, guys, you got to reclaim your peace. Reclaim your peace. If that means taking a walk, if that means just sitting outside, yeah, I know it's getting cold, but baby, I had to walk outside with my hat and my gloves on just so I could just breathe in some fresh air because I needed to release some of the stress that I was under. Now, it wasn't anything major, but we all are feeling it. Whether you're home alone, whether you are virtual working, even if you have children in the house, and I know you need some peace if you are trying to work virtual and help your students that may be virtual, and even dealing with the stress of those that are in the classroom, because that is high stress as well, because you're wondering what day are they going to come home and say that they've been exposed, that they've had come in contact with another student. So I know that you are feeling anxious, you're feeling overwhelmed, and you're going into this season of not knowing what is going on, of this season of uncertainty. But the Bible tells us that we cannot be anxious. We cannot be anxious for anything because in that second clause, it says the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding. It's not saying that we won't go through. It's not saying that we won't experience things that don't make us feel good, but it is saying that we have got to learn to depend totally on God. Learn to depend totally on God, because when you start to depend on Him for everything and anything, then you will start having peace. You'll have the peace even though you're not sure how you're going to pay the bill, but you got the peace to know that God is not going to let you fall. Even though you do have to help Him with the homework, God is going to give you the peace to be able to look it up and know how to find the answer to help your child. God will give you peace if you turn it all over to Him. That is the key. You have got to learn to turn it all over to Him, trust in Him, and give Him all the glory and all the peace and all the praise. Because when you give God praise, that's a release. Honey, sometimes you just got to act old school. So y'all know about them old mothers. Sometimes you just got to start walking through the house and clapping your hands and saying, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, Lord. Oh, I thank you, God. I thank you, God. Oh, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. and then you just start feeling something different all down in your El Spirito, honey. Because when you start to give God praise and you start admonishing him and really turning it all over to him, you will start to see a difference. You will start to feel better. You will start getting that peace. Then you'll start getting clarity of thought. When your thoughts are clear, you can operate in a different way. When your thoughts are clear, you handle things in a different way. When you are in peace, you will start seeing God do a different thing in your life. Because when you start operating in peace, you start to attract the people that you need in your life. You start to attract the people that you need to support you. You start to attract things. Even your children start to act different. Because remember, the people that are closest to you feed off of your energy. And if your energy is always tight, if your energy is always, ooh, what we gonna do? What we's gonna do? What we's gonna do? That's what's gonna roll off onto them. But when they start seeing you act like, and sometimes it is act, I'm just gonna be real honest. But when that act becomes the real thing, like who's that? Shirley Caesar had that song. Yeah, I used to, when she was talking about, she used to play church. She used to go out there and play like she was shouting. But then when the Holy Ghost really fell on her, she shouted for real. Think about when you keep talking about, God, I got your peace. You in your mind like, okay, God, I got your peace. I need you to show me. 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 I need you to show me the peace. I need you to give me the peace. And you just continuously going through. That's when God is going to show up for you. And that's when God is going to give you that peace. When you get that peace that surpasses all understanding, then you will be able to operate the way that God has called you to operate. You will be able to move through those situations with ease. And again, not saying that those situations are going to be hard, not easy. Not saying that those situations are not going to be challenging. But when you have that peace, when God gives you that peace that resonates in your soul, you will operate in a totally different way. You will project in a totally different way. You will move in a totally different way. And that's how you are going to show up, because God is going to reveal some things to you. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Monica, for reposting the scripture. Yes, I will reclaim my peace. Yes, ma'am. You got to release the toxins and take the peace. Yes. Thank you. That's right. That's right, Yvette. Yes, I must learn to depend totally on God. You know, we're all there. Honestly, we are all in that position. Thank you. Come on with that. Thank you so much. I'm doing the best I can. But when we totally learn to depend on God, you will get the peace that you need, because some of you are hearing God telling you it's time to move. It's time to get the new job. It's time for you to start your own business. It's time for you to write the book. It's time for you to go back to school. It's time for you to do this, but you're not at peace with it. You're stressing over it because you're thinking, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. But God has given you the time. You got to figure it out. All God said is just depend on him. He said, you just got to have the faith to take that first step. And when you take that first step, God will definitely fix it for the rest of it. I'm just saying. God will definitely do a new thing for you, through you, and to you. Because when God shows up in that situation for you, you ain't going to know what to do. And all I can tell you right now is you better trust it. Because, baby, when the peace of God comes on you, ain't nothing else you gonna do. Well, all right, guys, that is our motivational moment. We are getting ready for our guests. But guess what? Who got a book signing this weekend? Who got a book launch this weekend? Have you heard? Guess what? Yeah, girl, you better believe it. I have got a book launch that will be happening this Sunday. Let me make sure that, the Prayer J Bass live launch party December the 6th at 7 p.m. You need to get your tickets. It's free, just so you know, so don't even come tripping. It is free. I didn't mean to play that commercial, but I did. So all you have to do is register on Eventbrite. We will make that link available. This is what I really wanted to put up, y'all. The Prayer of Jabez in the marketplace. It talks about making the Prayer of Jabez personal and intentional to enlarge your territory. And the thing about that is that what does enlarge your territory mean? You have got to figure that piece out. And when you figure that out, that's going to be part of how God blesses you through this season for enlarging your territory. Now, partner, hey, Mike. And then I heard something. Yep, you better heard it, honey. You heard it. Now, for those of you that are listening live on the show tonight, I got a big surprise. Because 8 is the number for new beginnings. And when you're looking at the Prayer of Jabez, that is what it's telling you. You are really praying to God to enlarge your territory. So when you enlarge your territory, that is a new beginning. So for all of you that are watching, the Prayer of Jabez is available on Google Play. Now on Google Play, which will mean you will get the ebook that you can download immediately, because if you order it, you can still order the hard copy, but you won't get it in time. But you can do the ebook. Now, just for those that are watching, we got a special thing that we're doing. Y'all, let me tell you, Deborah Franklin Publishing Concierge is stepping it up. You will get a coupon. You can use the coupon code. I'm going to make it available in the chat. When you get that, use that coupon code. That coupon code will automatically take you to Google Play, where you can download the book, purchase the book, and receive 8% off. Yes. So the first 64 people, you see how I did that? 8 times 8 is 64. So the first 64 people will be able to get the download for 8% off. Yes, right, y'all. 8% off. Well, guys, I won't keep you much longer because I know I'm not who you showed up for tonight. We have an awesome guest here with us. She is none other than Samatina Zenon. And if you have not heard of her, baby, she gonna rock your world because she messed me all the way up. We're going to be talking about how the methods of reclaiming your peace and what not having your peace does to your mind. So sit back, get ready. After these messages, we will be right back with you. Hey, Samatina, how are you?
Hi, I am great. How are you?
Oh my God, I am awesome. And I'm so glad that you are here with us on Conversations. And y'all, let me tell y'all who this chick is. This chick is an actress. She promotes stuff, y'all. She literally go on and talk to people about products. She creates content. Okay, let me stop because I get excited when I talk about people. So, Samatina, for those that don't know who you are, share with the audience who you are and what you do.
I am Samatina Zenon. I am an actress, a mental health advocate, and I am also a content creator. So I collaborate with a lot of brands to do product reviews for them, basically. So they normally reach out to me, and I review I try the product, and then I do a review for them, whether it's on Amazon or on my actual social media platforms. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so in the comments, I missed these. Mike said, yes, LOL, you better know it, honey. I was working it. Martha said, you better work them numbers. Girl, I was doing the best I can because, when God gives you something, you just got to roll with it. You can't ask too many questions. But I was like, okay, come through 8. So tonight we are talking about reclaiming your peace. And what exactly does that mean to you when we talk about reclaiming your peace?
Reclaiming your peace is to have peace inside of you. If you don't have that peace inside of you, everything else will never be in place. So it's so funny that you were talking about clarity, because that was one of the things that was on my list, because that is one of the things in order for you to get peace. You need to focus. You need to clear whatever it is that's distracting you, that's a problem in your life. That's one of the things that will bring you peace. So the very first thing I would definitely always recommend is meditating. Meditation is a great way to really refocus. I started meditating when I was in college, and it changed my life. I didn't realize how much noise that was around us until I started meditating. And meditating also made me become more aware. It made my senses more sensitive, so I could feel things. So meditating is definitely one of the things that you need in order for you to find that peace that we're going to be talking about more.
Exactly. And that is so true, Monica. We have to clear the distractions because so many times we don't even recognize that we even have distractions because we don't think that the phone ringing at all hours of the night is a distraction. That's like a notable distraction, but we don't think about that the food that we eat could be a distraction because I know that I fell into that real quick lately because it was just easy for me to grab a bag of chips. It was just easy for me to do certain things because I was getting so caught up. And so that was distracting me. Meditation is a way to refocus, most definitely.
Yes.
Meditation is always a great way to reset, refocus, and start on something new. So you talk about you stated that you were a coach. So what are some steps that you what are a few steps, if you could share with the audience, maybe 2 or 3 steps that you would share that we should do to start to reclaim our peace? What can we do? What can we actively do?
So with the meditation, if you have kids, I understand, the kids are here, they're making noise, blah, 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 blah. I understand. You can take 10 to 15 minutes to sit in your car, drive somewhere. Like, I'm pretty sure if you live with other people, like let's say your husband or your mother or your cousin or somebody in the house, I'm pretty sure they can stay with the kids for 15 minutes while you just drive somewhere. You just sit in your car for 15 minutes in your peace. You don't even have to answer the phone. Just put it on silence for now. Just sit back, close your eyes, just let your thoughts take over and just calm yourself. That's something that I feel like every single person needs to do, especially if you're a mom and the kids are in the house just making noise. I highly recommend that. I say do it. If you can do it a couple of times a week, I would recommend it. But try to do it at least once a week. Just drive off. If you can walk. Go sit somewhere in peace by yourself. Close your eyes. Obviously, right now we can't be at the park. I would say stay in your car. Don't even turn anything on. Just keep everything quiet, including your phone, and just center yourself. So that's definitely the first thing I would recommend.
Now, you said something really key, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but you said something really key. You said sit in the car, which I totally get, and just turn everything off.
Right.
How many times do you think we mess up meditation because we think we always got to have some music playing? We always have to have something in the background, but it isn't part of our peace knowing how to listen to ourselves.
Right, exactly. But if you can play music, but play something like meditation music, something that's like just pure calm sound, like let's say Sound of Water. I mean, I find these on YouTube sometimes, but normally that's when I'm at home. I do that. But if I'm out in my car, I'm not playing anything. I don't need anything because I can't find it on any channel unless I pull it up on my phone. But then if somebody call me, then it's gonna stop. So let's not even use it at all. Yeah, and then the next thing I would say is definitely set boundaries. Boundaries is, I'm telling you, I don't even know how else to say this. Boundaries is very important. If you really want peace, you have to have boundaries. And that's for every single person. And, some people may feel like, what if the person don't understand? It's not about the person. It's about you finding your peace. Everybody's not going to understand where you are coming from. I'm sorry to say this, but there are a lot of ignorant people out there. We have a lot in this society. So why are you going to sit here compromising your peace for them? So you always have to think about that. You have to set boundaries. And, now I've been hearing people talk a lot about FOMOs, which is like they feel like they have to keep up. It's another thing too. When you hang out with certain people, now unconsciously they may be competing with you, and now you feel like you have to keep up, or you have to fit in, and the next thing you know, you just doing things that you don't want to do, and just because you want to fit in or because you want to please other people. So boundaries is extremely, extremely important in order for you to find that peace that we are talking about.
Wow. Wow. You know, you said something really powerful. You said FOMO, that fear of missing out. How many, and that is like a major distraction. How
Mhm.
can you sit, how, you know, it's like, what do you do? How do you calm that down in your head?
I feel like honestly, if you are really focusing on your goal and your own thing that you have going on, you shouldn't be worrying about missing out. Because when you thinking about missing out, you basically, because you see somebody else is doing something, you want to be a part of it. But the reality is you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it because you want to be a part of the movement. And what if that, like, what if that movement costs you money and you don't have that money? What are you really missing out on? You're not missing out on anything. You actually putting yourself in a situation that you should not even be in. So this whole FOMO thing, like I've been hearing it a lot. And I'm like, if you're really focusing on finding your peace, you should not be doing anything to trying to pursue something that's not really bringing you any values.
Wow. 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 And you know what? You said again, you said something very powerful because how many of us lose our peace because we don't know what we value?
Right.
And how do we determine? And I know this sounds really, really crazy. This is really going to sound weird to some people, but how do we determine what our values are? Especially with the way again, when you got that fear of missing out, how do you determine your values?
You know, the thing is, it all has to start with self-love. And it's really good that we're having this conversation because I swear, as I was thinking about all of the things that I want to talk about with this meeting, self-love came to mind because that's not something we were taught. I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but my parents never told me, you are beautiful. You can do everything you want. I love you. Like my mom, the first time my mom said she loved me, I was 21.
Wow.
And I'm 30 now. And I wonder, did she hear somebody else said it to their kids? Is that why she said it? Because I never heard it before. And
Wow.
it felt uncomfortable for me, honestly. I was just like, wait, what? What did she just say? What? Because I never heard it before. So now we never been told we were good at home. Well, let me just speak for myself. I was never told I was great. I was never told I could do anything I want in life. I was never told I could make my wildest dreams come true. But then I go out there in the real world trying to figure it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you're getting rejection, especially in the business that I'm in, telling me I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not skinny enough. All of these things was affecting my mental health because I'm like, oh my God, am I really not good enough? So we have to really start accepting ourselves for who we really are.
Mm-hmm.
Self-love does not happen in a heartbeat. So one of the things that I would recommend, this may sound crazy, but I actually posted a video of that on my Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Speak to yourself in the mirror.
Yes.
Talk to yourself in the mirror. Say, I love you. When you are putting your makeup on, say,
Mm-hmm.
you look good. This eyeshadow really looks good on you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can write positive affirmation, which I also recommend on your mirror. So when you are looking at yourself, you are seeing positive things about yourself because it's all in the mind. I would also recommend that. Write positive affirmations on your mirror. Say positive things about yourself in the mirror when you look at yourself. And self-love, because self-love starts with you. If you are looking for people to make you love yourself, it's never going to happen. As you can see, a lot of people are just trying to fit in, really. We all see it on social media. People are just trying to fit in. They're not really trying to be themselves. So that's why I'm saying, like, because these people never really truly love themselves. They never learn to love themselves. So we have to learn to do that for ourselves because we didn't have the parents to teach us. Now we have to do it for ourselves.
Wow. That is like, and we take those things, and a lot of times we take words for granted. We always want to say, well, I didn't have to say that I loved you. You knew I loved you. How? Because you bought me stuff, because yes, I know that you, and I think that also goes back to knowing your love languages as well, because some of us have never heard I love you, whereas, so that's not a thing that moves you. But then it's also a danger, because if you've never had anybody tell you that they love you, then you can also fall in that trap of that.
This, right, I love you, but no.
Yeah.
That's materialistic stuff. Like material stuff is not love.
Right.
So Yeah, because there are a lot of people who stay in toxic relationship because they live that life. They get stuff. The person is wealthy, so they can live a specific lifestyle. But everything else is horrible. So
Yep.
that's love? No, that's not love. You are in it for the stuff. You're not in it for because it's love.
Right. And you know what? And so many times, but because we've never heard I love you, because we never heard that, and it was always synonymous to, oh, here's something because you heard I'm giving you this, or when they never showed the affection. And I think that's where we get that mixed up too. And so then we start to suffer in silence because we don't know how to recognize someone that genuinely loves us.
Right,
Or
right.
shadowed by so many other things.
Yeah, I mean, and that's also part of the problem. We can sabotage ourselves when people start showing these things and we're like, wait, what's wrong? Where did this come from? Like, what do you want from me? Why are you acting like that? Like, that's not even normal. I'm not used to that kind of things. And you know, you hear people say all the time, like, I'm in a relationship with this person, but they don't know how, they're not really receiving what I'm bringing because they have this wall. Because part of that wall is to protect themselves because they're not sure what you're bringing to the table. They're not used to this love thing, this love language you're talking to them about, because that's not how their family or the people around them express love.
Right. And you know, that is so, how can I say? Scary.
Yes.
And we tend to lose ourselves in just that. So, all right. So we know we need to learn to meditate. We got to set boundaries. So what is one other thing that we can do, especially getting ready to go into this Christmas season? Well, we're already in Christmas season and people start to feel Christmas and New Year's. They start feeling alone. They start feeling that sense of, I'll just say loneliness. I'm not going to say unworthy because everybody, well, I did. So loneliness, being unworthy, not feeling loved. How can we combat with that during this season, as you know, because it just is what it is. And then we're already in shutdown. So how do we combat with that and still find our peace and be able to redeem it?
That is such a great question. I mean, I would say definitely find something that you really enjoy doing. Mm-hmm. When you find something that you enjoy doing, it doesn't matter if you're doing it with somebody, if you're doing it by yourself. Like, for example, if you love to read, get your books and spend more time reading. That's something, if it's really soothing for you and if it's really satisfying, do it. If you love to dance, you don't need to be a professional dancer. Dance around the house. Have a good time. And that's really one of the reasons why I think TikTok is popular, because people, like, it's not just for kids. Adults are on there. I'm on there acting a fool because I'm like, oh my God, yes. Because when quarantine happened, I'm like, how long are we in here for? So
Yes. I mean, that quarantine is real, honey. That quarantine life is for real.
Right? So I'm like, I have to find something to entertain myself. I had to find something that makes me feel good. So whatever it is, whether it's reading books, whether it's cooking, and also I was baking a lot, cooking, doing all that fun stuff. I was looking at recipes. I was cooking stuff I never cooked before because I'm like, I got time. Let me do the recipe.
And every grocery store is delivering, so you are good.
Yeah. Do something. Do things like if you want to write it down. Like, what are some things that I really enjoy doing? Exactly. Whatever it is, do it. If it's two or three things, take turns, rotate, do them to really. That's something that's just going to satisfy your happiness. Really, that's part of that piece. Doing something that you truly enjoy.
Most definitely. And I know, like, one thing that I'm going to do, and I'm doing it, I think I'm doing it this weekend, because, like, sometimes I just like to just get in the car and drive. I don't have to really be going anywhere because I'm not a shopper. So the mall, I don't miss not going to the mall. So you got Christmas lights now. A lot of people are still doing big Christmas displays. So I've already found 2. I'm going to go drive through them, and that's going to be like my outing. And so reclaiming your peace does not have to be something that's expensive. Reclaiming your peace could be as simple, like you said, reading a book. And like I said, I got a book signing this weekend. So then that was sick, wasn't it? I got it. It's like you can do so many things. I think we take the small things that we have to do and we take those for granted.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of our biggest things that we have to do. So now let's take a little turn.
Uh-huh.
You said that you do products. So what does that mean to be, I guess, a product endorser or a influencer for products? What does that mean? What's that life about?
I mean, basically, a content creator is somebody who writes reviews, who reviews products for companies. So, for example, if it's new eyeshadow, which I am wearing from a company, and they want me to review it, they'll send it to me. I'll try it out, and if it's something that I like, that I feel like actually works for me, then I'll write a review about it on my social media. And if I don't like it, or if I get an allergic reaction to it, I will let them know also, because I don't want to recommend anything that doesn't work for me to anybody, because these people, I feel like, trust me, because that's the reason why they follow me. Why would I recommend something to them just because? You know what I mean? So it's really all about being honest with the product.
Right.
And I have turned things down. If it does not align with what I believe in, you will not see it on my page. I'm really into like makeup, perfume. Like, this is a perfume a company sent to me, and their stuff is actually organic, which is great. So I'm really all about things that actually works for me. I'm into beauty products, and I'm also into skincare and perfume, all that stuff. So most of the things that I review are that kind of things.
Well, guess what, guys? We have a treat tonight. She is gonna talk to us tonight about some of her favorite things to do what? Reclaim your peace. So we're gonna turn it over to her for her to share her products and tell us some tips on how to do this thing called reclaiming our peace.
Great. So basically, this product that I'm going to show you, it's not something that's actually a endorsement. It's just something that I personally use for myself, and this is not a sponsor. I actually bought it on Amazon myself. So this is actually a little steamer that I bought because, as I mentioned, I do a lot of makeup stuff, makeup reviews, and I also wear makeup all the time. And so I found this little steamer because I couldn't really go to a real spa to do facials. So I do my little at-home facial with this. So basically, it's a steamer. It cleanses your skin, and also once you're done, you do it for about 20 minutes. It leaves your skin feeling nice and soft, and it basically cleans it up. So I try to do it about once or twice a month for about 20 minutes, and it's all part of my self-care at home, and it's not something that I have to do for a company. So basically, I got this on Amazon for about like $20-something. And you use it with a specific water. It's a mineral water, so you have to use mineral water in order for it to work properly. So you put the water here, and also I bought this Frankenstein essential oil because it's good when you're cleansing your skin to get that nice minty scent going, because it's also cleaning your nostril. It's just giving you that whole spa experience. So basically, you'll just put a couple of drops on this little pad, because when you buy the steamer, it comes with these pads. So you'll just put a little drop, a couple of drops, or 2, 3, it doesn't matter. You just wet it, really. You just put some on there, and then you put it back here. You just attach it. Hold on one second. I don't want to drop my essential oil. And then you just let it run for a few seconds so it get hot, and then next thing you know, you're just going to steam yourself for about 20 minutes, and then you're done. And that's just part of your self-care routine at home. You don't even need to go to an actual spa. Is this thing plugged in? Is it? Okay, I just have to wait for it to get hot. So yeah, I'm going to just show you how it works. It's really easy. You just steam your...
Okay, so what you trying to say? I can just steam my face at my house?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Where did I do it? Oh, there it is. I'm like, did I do it? Okay, good.
So what does the steaming do? I know we're going to put the essential oils in, and we're going to turn the steam on. So what exactly does that do for my skin? And then what does that do for me regaining peace?
So it basically cleans up your skin, which is good. Whatever, if you eat something toxic, I guess you can say it detox your skin. So as you can see, the steam is starting to come out. It gets hot really fast, actually. So you have to be careful. And it's also recommended to have it on a flat surface. And as you can see, so the top, you can move it however you want.
Okay.
Put your face in front of it, and then the essential oil that you put on there is also going to be a part of it. It's basically like when you're in a spa, just like when you get a facial. Because when you do a facial in a spa, they do that for you too. And it's just you doing it at home instead of actually paying somebody to do it for you. It cleans your skin. And when I bought this, it came with this thing to clean up your nose if you have like blackheads.
Oh, wow.
It's just a great way to cleanse up your skin and also detox it. And which I also recommend because, since we're at home, we're eating junk, we're doing all types of stuff. Why not? Just cleanse your skin. I only do it for 20 minutes and I wouldn't recommend to do it longer than that. And also I wouldn't do it every week. Just once or twice a month is great. And once you're done, it makes your skin feel really nice and soft. And then you can put your little mask on if you I would recommend you do a mask also because it will dry up your skin because, it's steam. So after you do that for 20 minutes, you put on a little mask and then you'll be right back to being glowy and gorgeous.
we just had an at-home spa day because it lasts 20 minutes. The facial normally is another maybe 5 or 10 minutes, depending on what kind you have. Then once you rinse it off, toner on, that's like 35 to 45 minutes. Oh, shucks. Honey, I'm invested in that baby real soon.
Honestly, I love it. And especially hold on, let me just turn it off. Sorry. No, because it gets really hot. So I don't want to get burned while I'm talking because I do talk with my hands when I speak. So I don't want to do anything crazy. But no, it's just a great way to detox ourselves. Even though we're not out, we're eating stuff. Stuff gets in our skin. Everything we eat comes out in our skin. So it's just a great way to cleanse ourselves up, cleanse up our pore, get our little self-care on, get our skin back to glowing again. Yeah. And you're not really putting anything on your skin also, which is good. You're not putting anything. Oh, I forgot to mention that you have to wash your face before you do it. I forgot that part. Oh, wash your face first and then do a little.
That part.
And then you do your mask and then you'll be back to glowing.
And you know what? And that is so cool because now with adding that steamer, you have just given yourself an hour of self-care, an hour of peace that you can just say, look, this is my 45 minutes to an hour that I am spending for myself. Don't walk in this bathroom. Don't knock on this door. This is my time. Or even once you put everybody to sleep, because a lot of times that's really when we finally have that time to shut down and to rejuvenate and just be able to, go to that next level. So I totally get it. Oh my gosh. We are almost out of time. Look at us. Woo!
Fun. For real. I hope you guys enjoyed this little demonstration. That's just, you see, the thing is, I got this during quarantine. I bought this thing in April because I'm like, okay, I have to do something. Because once again, how can I take care of myself while we're locked down and I don't know when this is going to stop. So I had to do something for myself. And that was one of the things I bought.
Well, guys, we have about a few more minutes with Samatina. If y'all have any questions, this is your time to ask about reclaiming your peace. This is your time to ask about detox, about, hey, how to even become a content creator. Because I think that is such an awesome thing because so many of us are trying to find different streams of income to start latching into. So Monica said detox cleansing is necessary, most definitely. Detox cleaning, I'm learning that, and now because I moved from the East Coast to the Midwest, the air is different. My skin is so much drier, so I'm definitely going to be investing in that steamer because it's like I've been having to put. Most people like, what you put on your skin? Y'all, nothing. I just wash it. But lately, I've had to put on moisturizer, and I had to use some hydrating, hydrating toners and stuff. because my skin was so dry because of the weather. So even doing this detox steamer, would that also help with the dry skin?
Honestly, when you do the steaming, it dries up your skin a little bit. So
Okay.
I would say it wouldn't help you for the dry skin. It helps with the detox because it dries it up, and that's why you have to do the mask afterwards. So I would say if you're doing a mask, definitely find masks that has hydration in them. Yeah. Like there's this company called Laneige that I actually use their product. I did review for them, and I actually end up loving the product so much, and I still use it. They have really good hydration products, so I would definitely recommend that. They have this face cream. It's not even a cream. It's more like a gel. It's super light, but it really hydrates the skin. I don't even need to put anything else. And I also put it every time before I put my makeup on too.
Okay, so that means you're going to drop that link in the comments so we can go get it.
I don't even have a link. See, I didn't even know. I wouldn't even bring it up.
Right. So when she find it, we're going to make sure, guys, that we share that out, because I know if you like me, I have been looking for some different products, because y'all know I swear by the products that I use. And it's like, it's just like we got to we're in this together to help each other. So not only when we come out of this, we don't look a mess when we come out.
You gotta look good. Like, honey, this is how I came out.
Hey, this is what we do. This is how we do it. And look, I woke up like this. That is what
the company's name is Laneige, which means the snow in French. If you go on Laneige.com, or if you can even find it on Amazon, Sephora, if you just Google it, you'll see all types of products they have. And you can, like I said, they have a lot of stuff for hydration. If you have dry skin, I would definitely recommend their stuff. And their stuff is not heavy, and their scent is also not strong. So, which is good. I can't do anything strong. I just can't do it. So, yeah, something light. And I also can't do heavy cream. I know, like, there are certain creams. It's too much because it makes me red for some reason. Like, there's a lot of heat in my apartment, so I need something light. And I was able to find this thing that was like a gel. It's super light. I love it.
Yeah, that's why I like light stuff as well. So, Sam and Tina, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you joining us tonight. It has been so much fun. So tell the people how they can find you, how they can follow you, and get in touch with you. And then most of all, but before you do that, in closing, can you share one thing with the people to motivate them to make it through the end of the year and expect something new for the next?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I journal a lot. When you journal, you attract positive things. So basically, as we were talking earlier, you don't need to have a bunch of stuff to find that peace. So basically, I journal and I write the things that I am grateful for. And it can be anything. I woke up this morning. I spoke to one of my friends that I didn't speak with for a long time. I'm grateful for that. You know, little things like that. So, because when you put that positive things out there, it attracts more positivity. And part of finding that peace is to attract positivity. So I would definitely say journal a little bit, maybe. If you don't journal, that's something that maybe you should consider. And just keep finding that peace. Just keep working on yourself and be easy on yourself. You don't need to try to figure anything out, because nothing is in our control right now. As we all know, we're just stuck here. So we just have to really make the best of what we have right now, especially now that we're going to the Christmas season, we're going to the holiday season. Definitely reach out to some people too. Like if there's a friend that you haven't spoken to in a long time, you don't need to wait for them to reach out. Just reach out and say, hey, I just want to check on you to see what's going on, because, you know, we're at a time right now where things are uncertain. And it's just those little things, really, I guess I can say, that could bring us peace. And really, kindness is really what we need right now, honestly. And I don't know what else I need to tell you guys. Yeah. In terms of like where you can find me, I am on Instagram. My Instagram name is @WildSamFierce, and I'm also on Facebook, Sami and Tina Zenon, and that's pretty much it.
And that was awesome. Well, y'all, it's been fun. It's been real. We got some comments that came in. Thank you so much, Monica. She said this was really, really good. Write it down and make it happen. Most definitely. And good night. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Y'all, this has been a great show. If you are just tuning in, make sure you go back and watch the replay, and make sure you put #replay so that we know that you are watching it. So, guys, we love you to life. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And guess who got a book signing?
Deborah Franklin does.
Y'all, it's going to be happening on Sunday. If the link for you to get the ebook is on Google Play is available to you in the comments, and we will definitely be sending that out. So I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Make sure you register. It is free, but you got to register because you got to be in the place to win. Well, all right, guys, I love you to life. Peace.